What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Grates Barbecue. I'm Big Ed. I want to take a second, man, and thank you guys for joining me today. Now, if you're new to the channel or haven't done so yet, I'm going to ask that you please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like. We greatly appreciate those things. Today's a beautiful day out, man, and I want to get a little cook in, so I thought we'd do a tri-tip. We're going to do a reverse sear style. I'm going to show you how I like to do it. Follow along. Let's hop right into it. All right, guys, let's get into an order of business as far as our ingredients are concerned. We're going to be using some of this Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce for our binder. And I just think the Worcestershire sauce is a great complement to beef. And I like to typically use it if I'm doing beef ribs, brisket, and things like this. We also going to be running with some Cosmos SPG, which is my favorite SPG. I think it's the best SPG out there. And we also going to be running with some of this Meat Church Holy Voodoo. And this is a rub that I think will complement a tri-tip really nicely. It has those kind of dehydrated jalapenos in it, which is kind of attributed to, like, you know, Spanish style cooking. And of course the tri-tip is based off of you know, it's a popular Santa Maria style dish, and so I think that's what we're gonna be running with today. Now, I also have an onion, which I'm gonna show you what we're gonna be doing. It's just a half onion. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna be using that later on in the cook, but let's get this thing seasoned up. All right, guys, here she is, the star of the show. This is a 3.5 pound tri-tip, and I did trim her up. She looks good on both sides. On the bottom, I did leave a little bit of that fat cap, and that's just for flavoring. I love Worcestershire sauce and beef, so we're just gonna use that as our binder. Light little slather. While we got it on our bottom here, we're gonna go ahead and start seasoning with our SPG. Flip it over. Good enough. We're gonna call that a job. We're gonna go ahead and let this sweat for about 15 or so minutes while the Lone Star finish coming up to temp, and I'll be back with you guys. All right, guys, so what we're gonna be running with today, man, we're gonna be using some royal oak lump and some hickory. I got a mixture of red and white oak, and I'm gonna cook mine, me, myself, and this is all personal. I'm a medium well, man, and so I'm gonna try to get this thing up to around 130, 137 and 140 before I pull it off the smoker. Then I'll sear it a minute or two on each side to get that little mark on it and get that nice sear on it, and that's how we roll it. All right, guys, so that's our tri-tip. It's been about 15 or 20 minutes. We just got her sitting here sweating. We're about to throw it into our Lone Star. We already got her up. She's sitting steady at 275 degrees. And I'm gonna bring it around to the firebox and show you what we're looking like inside of there before we throw it on. All right, guys, this is what we're rolling with today. We got some hickory, we got some red oak going right now, and we got another piece of white oak sitting on the side right there, and that should be enough to complete this cook. It shouldn't take too long. Let's get this tri-tip. But this royal oak all natural lighter fluid, it burns clean, and it's a quick and easy way to you know, save you some time. So I highly recommend this stuff. The smell off of it is clean, it's natural smelling, and it's not that chemical stuff that we used to when you know, that old school method of doing things. You won't find that with this. So I'm gonna highly recommend this, man. This is really good stuff, and I think from here going forward, I'm gonna just use this because it's so easy. You get good coverage on the coal, and if you're trying to bring a big old pit like this up to temp, I don't want to waste time. I want to get it done as quick as I can. So yes, I just wanted to throw that in there right quick. All right, guys, so we got our tri-tip on. We'll check in on it every about 45 minutes or so. Should probably take about an hour and a half for it to come up to temp where I want it to be. We're shooting for that medium well temp, just a little bit before medium well, because it's gonna, you know, carry over from the rest. And also we gotta account for the reverse sear. So I'm looking about 135, 137 before I pull it off the smoker, and then throw it over the grill grate and finish her up. Let's keep it moving. All right, guys, it's been about 45 minutes or so since we last checked in. So let's go ahead and get a look at this. We're gonna get a temp, and then I'll see how we're looking. All right, guys, let's get in here. How we're looking. Get a read. 130. 133. All right, we're gonna come back in about 5, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and that time go ahead and get this griddle off here, and we can go ahead and sear this right over the firebox here. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes or so. 139. We're about 139, 140. And so this is the point where we want to go ahead and pull this off, and we're gonna transfer it over to the grill side. All right, guys, so remember the onion that we had cut in half in the beginning? What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and scrub this on directly onto the grill. We're gonna just push as much as we can onto that. After that, we're gonna throw it into the firebox, and that's just gonna give us a nice, just extra little notch of flavor. And we're gonna get right into that. And we're just gonna get this right on here. Take the rest of it, go right into our firebox. That's just going to give us a little extra hint of flavor. Let's go ahead and get this tri-tip on. All right, so we're just going to let that go for about a minute on each side. All right, guys, so that's how we're looking. We're going to go ahead and get this thing off, let it rest, and then come back and get some slices off of it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this after the rest. Looking good. See all those juices down in there? We're gonna go ahead and get this thing sliced up. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and just cut this. You just kind of follow the grains and then go across the grains. These kind of run at a diagonal, so I'm gonna just kind of cut about right here. Let's see how nice and moist and pretty that look. Go ahead and just start slicing like this. And just look how nice and juicy that is. Get a little off this. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and just cut me a couple of pieces of this. Nice and moist. Take me a little piece off this tail end. Man, that's really good. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for this cook, man. A real simple cook. Took me a little bit under 2 hours, you know, minus getting the pit and everything up to temp. But, you know, this is something, tri-tip is something that's real easy to do. It's a cook that doesn't require a lot of time. I think I got it done in under 2 hours. You can pretty much cook to your degree of doneness. For me, I'm a medium well kind of guy, so that's what I like to roll with. You can pretty much use whatever seasonings that you want. I will advise that you use caution if you're going to reverse sear, because in that case you're exposing your meat to direct fire and you don't want that sugar from that rub to burn your meat. But you can do it how you like. And I want to thank you guys for watching me. Peace and love. Till next time. God bless.